Hello guys, Mithyc here, and today I am back with another Medieval 2 video. Now, first of all, I want to say I'm very sorry for not uploading much. I was sick last week, and I didn't really feel like doing a video last week because, I was sick. I had strep throat. Wasn't very nice, but this week we're back, and now Luke, you guys know Luke. He's been on my channel a lot, played a lot of games with me. His birthday has been around this time. I'm not going to say exactly when, but sometime in the month of November. And we're doing a birthday siege. So, yeah. So today we're doing a 2 versus 1. I am playing as the Holy Roman Empire. Luke is playing as Poland. We are fighting Francais. And let's just do the army comps on the fly. So I brought 5 units of Pavese crossbowmen, I think 9 units of feudal knights, no, 7, I can count, I promise, 2 trebuchet, 2 imperial knights, and my general. Most of my units have upgrades. Luke brought 4 units of crossbow militia, a general's bodyguard, 3 Polish knights, 4 Polish knights, more Polish knights. He brought a lot of Polish knights, some Polish nobles, and a bombard. Speed this up until Mr. Francais is done. So this is a pretty good siege. So over here, Mr. Francais has 2 gendarmes, 1 armored sergeants, and artillery. Over here, he's got Sergeant Spears and Schiltron. Over here, he's got a little defensive line with a lot of his feudal knights and Arventurier. Inside, he has 2 units of Voltigeur, or Volgier, maybe it's Volgier, and 4 units of chivalric knights. So we're gonna speed it up a little because nothing really happens too early. So, yeah, my cats are crying because, reasons. But at the start, I do get a really good shot destroying one of his serpentine, and he is very sad about that. But really, it starts on Luke's side. So Luke starts by just going ahead and pushing up his Polish knights and one of his Knights Templar. My cat is crying because earlier, I mean about 10 minutes ago, he was up in the attic, which he is not supposed to be, and now he wants to be in the attic very bad. Also, if you guys would go into the comments and write, Happy Birthday, Luke, that'd be amazing. Thank you. Also, another thing, in my description I have the link to my Discord channel. If you care about my channel that much to go to my Discord, then you might want to check that out. I think it's decent. So I start here with, so the guy moves 1 unit of his gendarmes this way, and Luke charges them with his Knights Templar. So I get the idea of sending in my Imperial Knights after his stuff over here, because these guys have armor piercing, which means they'll probably destroy the enemy. They're not Teutonic Knights, but they're good. So he doesn't really react with the charge until way too late. Even though we're charging uphill, it's going to be better than what he had for a charge. Oh, Luke takes down one of the walls. 18 frames per second is very, very depressing for this game. Probably because it's on. No, it's normal. So I literally obliterate this unit of spearmen. They're down to 19 from a charge. I get a few hits over here on these guys, and then I decide I need to go over here and save these guys because the gendarmes are starting to take the battle. I think the best thing I did in this battle, the thing I'm most proud of, is I did a really good job of outflanking the enemy, in my mind. Like, I got around behind them much more. I tried to use every available opportunity. So I came around here, pretty much charged in the back. Nothing too special. They have the tower support, which isn't very nice. So now we're gonna all run in. We're gonna try to kill these gendarmes. They're down to 12. Now that they're surrounded, they're just gonna die. Also, I have a question for you guys. Whenever you're playing as a faction in the Mediterranean region of Medieval 2, does Sicily always spam attack you with armies? Because they do for me, and it's not very nice. So I pretty much... So earlier today I was playing Spain, and I got attacked by Sicilian force, and I was just so tired of Sicilians attacking me that I used the console command and moved their army to Anatolia. Yup. It worked. So Luke's got his cavalry in the walls, and he's got his infantry going in. He's got infantry on the walls. He's gonna rush in. We're gonna get some combat here, I think. He's got a line of knights. The amount of discipline it would take to form a Shiltron. Oh my, and then there's cavalry. Ooh. And now the knights are charging. Rip you. So they do have some area support from the Arventurier. The Knights Templar are just going to sit there. My army is temporarily in disarray while I attempt to get them to move. I've got them marching at first, but I get impatient. I'm going to speed it up a little because really the only thing that happens is we fight to break the Shiltron while I move up and Luke gets the rest of his army in. Oh yeah, and I also decided to chase this guy down. But not kill him. Oh, he lives on. What will he do? Apparently he's going to go run to help his fellows against the Knights Templar. This one guy's like, I'm gonna get you. Nope, prank. And it stopped him. It stopped him. Ooh, a slice. Ooh, he's dead. So here I decide to slip behind his armored spears and head for the Arventurier. This backfires, and my guys do not do well, as they get slaughtered. Luke also got his Knights Templar behind him. Also, I still got no sinuses, which is why I keep sniffling. Yep. But over here, my army's coming in. I'm pretty much being useless so far. I'm gonna speed this up a little. Yes, Luke pushes these guys by. These guys have broken. The Shiltron is broken. I'm deciding to move over this way and attack this wall. Currently it's 7 to 22%. It can still turn around. He right now has his general, and we didn't realize this. It's actually hilarious. So we didn't realize this. Me and Luke we were fighting, and we get the message, the enemy general has died, and it's like, what? And he's like, I don't know. But yeah, that's where it happened. So he's pretty much just like, nope, I'm out. Over here, I've got my force over this way. And we have the bunched up double trebuchet. So famous in medieval culture. It's pretty much, we're just here to harass them now. My broken units retreating. Francais is still holding. He's got a cavalry charge going in, and no, it just doesn't work. Over here we have, oh, sorry about that. New mic is extremely loud with some slight tweaking. It's much better. But now he's pulling in his Arventurier. He is going to start pulling all his troops back. It's very fast and a little laggy, but you guys wouldn't want to sit through the hour of
Smash
us
the hole through the
bombarding
enemy
him.
wall. Charge through the breach.
Yeah, he puts this unit over there. So Luke's like, yeah, dude, we should hit the towers now. So that's what I'm going to do. We've pretty much gone back. He's pretty much just getting out of there as soon as possible. Luke is getting his bombard in this position to destroy the walls. We're gonna take these walls out, and we're going to make them German. Or Polish, but mainly German. So over here, I forgot that I put these guys on fire at will, so they were shooting at that. He doesn't have much defending. I mean, he has these bombs, but he doesn't have much in this area, this region. Luke's doing well on the walls. Yeah, sorry, my nose is stuffed up. And yes, this is where three brave men decide to save the day against mine archers. I don't know how good this guy was. He was decent. To be honest, I don't think he was the best. Yep, shoots those. This guy gets in, gets a charge on that. Oh, nope, doesn't get a charge. Slices that poor man. And then he kills like one, and then they just slice him to death. So, not very successful. 3 expensive units, 3 expensive peoples for 1 less expensive man. So now we are harassing the walls again. Luke gets his choke point. I'm hitting those towers. My trebuchet are missing. They aren't at the best angle, but they're getting some hits. They're over here. Does Luke have any ammo left in his bombard? Yep, he's going for the... Yeah, he's going for this other wall. I think he should also go for the gate. That's just me. I forgot if he does go for the gate. Oh, and this is, I think, where we decide that... No, are we gonna attack now? Nope. Still gonna harass. So I get 1 tower. And at this point, my guys are kind of running out of ammo. The smoke is billowing out of the burning buildings. There goes the other wall. We're hitting this one. It's 48%. My guys are almost out of ammo, and we keep missing quite a bit. And then Luke charges in his Knights Templar and gets like at least 6 kills. It's not bad. Could have been better. And the gates were blown up. So Luke has made 3 choke points. I have made 1. Technically 4 if you count that. I just kind of walked in over here. Four breach points, not choke points. I guess they're choke points in a way. So my guy's running out of ammo. Pretty much he's out at this point. 84%. And here's, I think, where we begin the attack, yes. This tower does collapse, and we are ready to go. So over here, this guy is, well, Luke is running into the fight. This guy's got his troops outside. I'm taking a slower approach by moving up archers. Desert battle music is good in this game. These guys are walking, these guys are running. Now, I get the idea, and this is another one of my outflank things that I'm counting. is using my archers to shoot into their backs. Very happy with this one. He starts to move over to accommodate for the other people. And he's going to move over there, but not before I get a shot off. And we get a decent amount of kills. And if they just stayed a little longer, then we would have gotten much more than just that. It's pretty much giving my guys like 2 seconds to rest before immediately charging them in. I had 7 units, so I'm keeping 4 in reserve over here with my general and my mini units of Kavis. So yep, he's engaging us. But I'm going to be very sneaky about this, and I'm going to try to run around with one of my units. So yeah, over here we got this guy. I'm gonna try to go over to help Luke's side to make a break over here.
And victory is ours.
So we got the guys running in. They're like yeet. They're like Yeet Master 11093. I could have flanked these guys, but I just didn't feel like it. I'm gonna run my Kavis through, try to get him up here. Luke is still fighting outside. And the other guy, JM, so that's how I'm gonna call him, Jay in Westfall. Pretty good. I'll admit, he did really well. Good defense. Jay is holding him back. We got this unit of Arventurier here, and a unit of Arventurier here. And now Luke is sending in a unit of many units of Polish Knights, but those Arventurier in the streets are just tearing him apart. That was a really good move on Jayen's part, because he was just tearing through those Polish Knights. Right now it's 20 to 37, slightly getting more even as it goes. I'm pushing through over here. I'm only going to try to keep about 3 units. I got these guys on the walls, so they're going to start shooting down into here. But first, I accidentally told them to shoot over here. They're not going to get many kills. I think yeah, 3 of them die. Not the best, but, you know, could be worse. Now I'm going to tell them to fire on this blob down here. I'm not really worried about these guys. They're just, as your boy Rice Scum would say, they're irrelevant. But these guys right here are just tearing him apart. Luke has lost so many to this unit. He's going to try to get some counter shots in, but he really just can't. The Polish are not very good with archers and skirmisher units. The crossbows are decent, but they're not the best. Poland is an infantry faction. So over here we have a Brout, and yep, these guys routed over here. So now, Luke just got torn apart. Was torn apart. Sorry for my lack of grammar. And he's just heading straight over. Some French are trying to retreat. I'm getting ready to move up. And if I keep doing, and then I'm very sorry, but my sinuses are just horrible and I cannot deal with them. Like, these guys have a perfect angle to Luke's forces. So I'm like, dude, focus everything you have on taking out those archers. I'll handle the choke points. I'm also moving up some archers to help support him. Getting my guys ready, giving them like another 5 seconds of rest, because 5 seconds of rest is the only seconds of rest you may give a unit. But now they're ready to go back into the fight. so as Luke is torn apart by the archers, I'm running in. And then, ooh, it's a Polish noble. It's very odd that the nobles are less armored than the knights. Wouldn't exactly say that's very accurate, but knights are nobles. Maybe these are just lesser nobles. Yes, I am also flanking around with another force. This is another one of my flanking maneuvers. Very happy with these. I was gonna send him to help Luke, but then I decided that I might as well help the choke point since he's sending the majority of everything he has over there. The losses are 39 to 60 in favor of us. I think I decided to bring up a 4th unit. Yes, so now we have 4 of my units fighting for the choke point. My flanking is doing very well. He is not holding up against them. Chivalric Knights versus Feudal Knights, and the Feudal Knights are taking the game. 40 to 63. And they just had another break. The Feudal Knights, their Feudal Knights have broken. Luke is just sending more and more of his army against these Arventurier. And Chivalric's over here. He's got a little defense over there. He doesn't have anything else in reserve though, so everything he's doing now is his force. So I decided to send up this force here because I feel like I need a strong center as well, because he could push through and wrap around my flanks, which I think is something he definitely should have done, because that would have destroyed my people here. Luke also sends up some guys, but I think all Luke should be doing is focusing on this. Oh yeah, here's where I start throwing dead cows. Now this is, it looks great and all. You know, I'm hitting the enemy are getting affected. So Saul Welland,
half his army.
Yes, he's lost. Because 68% is half, but here's where I accidentally throw it on our troops, and well, this is where I get scared, because with that, he brings up his unit of Arventurier again, and I brought up another unit. I brought another of my 5th unit, so I only have 2 in reserve, plus my general, plus all of my PVs. But now, the guy brings up his Arventurier, and he starts cutting through my guys down here. And here's where I start getting scared, because I'm like, oh god, he's going to just chew through us. Luke is still fighting for this point. And he's running out of infantry very quickly. Yeah, the rotting meat does, like, some weapon debuffs, I think. Luke also has his general very dangerously right here. However, he's slowly breaking through. 35 versus 21. My catapults, I just told him to stop because I didn't want the stuff lingering for longer. But here we managed to break 2 of his units. And now we're starting to do well again. Luke is sending his general over. This is probably when I say send everything you have against him. Here's where I start to realize that he's down to not much left. I mean, he's only got 22% of his army left. So Luke is just charging everything. Sorry, felt like I was about to sneeze there. I still might sneeze. Only Ian/Manoth Games will understand this joke, but Luke is full attack rushing this position. I doubt he made it this far in the video, but full attack rush in the position. He's pretty much taken him out. There's just 2 guys left. So he's finally attacking this Arventurier. but not these ones. Still, this guy is pretty much losing over here. JN. I still have a decent number of reserves. 55% of both of our armies combined have been killed. Luke is finally getting units onto the walls, and these guys are going to be shut down. So they will now be forced to fight for their lives. And we are saved on that front. So I am pushing. I think I bring another unit. Yeah, I bring another unit of infantry up. Because now I'm fighting his unit of Arventurier. And I think the Arventurier do, I know for certain, have decent attacks. Don't underestimate the Arventurier. As they are just cutting this man. So Luke is gonna send over some crossbows to help, as he's doing really well on this side. However, do not underestimate the Arventurier, as they are still not losing over here. They're just being pushed back. And they're doing pretty well. I mean, so are the Polish Knights, but the Arventurier, they have better armor than the Polish Knights and better weapons. And also Luke breaks off some of his infantry from here, giving these Arventurier the perfect way to win. Back over here on the choke point, we broke through. We're streaming in. He's got a few guys over here. Not really much he can do. So Arventurier are still fighting 17. They're getting cut. I feel like this... I mean, they're still using very advanced weapons and armor.
Our men are winning the battle.
I feel like in real life that the Arventurier would have a better chance at winning. But over here we have just broken through everything he has. We're fighting his last reserves. He doesn't really have anything in reserve. Everything he has is pretty much fighting. It's between these Arventurier, and Luke is now leaving 8 men to fight the Arventurier, who have been told to go to guard mode, which means they're going to try to snipe as many kills before they die. Over here, we have the last of his infantry.
Our men no longer command the castle.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter. It is 60 to 99. He's down to like one guy over here who got sliced.
We're under attack.
He's slicing the other guy. And then my guys are running over to slice him instead. Oop, and stab. He is dead. Celebrate, for we have won. Except that, well, we haven't won yet because Luke left these guys up here. But my crossbows and Luke's crossbows are working hard to take him out.
No one shall
So
doubt that we are the
they have
victors
broken,
of this day.
and that was a battle. That was pretty nice. Let's see the results. Game, Gamma A. So I had 861 men. Luke had 981. This guy had 1, 1, 1, 1. He lost 1, 1, 0, 6, and had 5 remaining. I lost 267. That was really good. That's another thing I was really happy with. The fact that I didn't lose many men. Luke lost about 2/3 of his force. However, he took... So I'm going to count the captures as kills. So I killed 450 men. Luke killed 600. And I think you'd say Luke did better in kills, but I think that the fact that I had so many men remaining was still very good. This guy, he got not 10,000, he got 1,000 kills. We both did really well in this battle. My best unit was the, I believe it was these Imperial Knights. However, the second best are my dismounted Feudal Knights. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Remember to wish Luke a happy birthday. If you want, you can also join my Discord. It is down in the description. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Mithyc out.